Yes. So let's talk about the history of the Java programming language. We would also touch on some key features and benefits that the language offers. So let's start off by saying that what is Java? So we are saying that Java is just a computer programming language. But what sort of computer programming language? A high level language. What does that mean? So gone were the days when instructions were written using zeros and ones. And then even when it got a bit better, where we had the assembly language, where we could use things like mnemonics and all that to write instructions, it was still a pain in the butt because humans are not very good at numbers, let alone mnemonics and all that. Sometimes you could say that okay, the mnemonics were okay, but even that, it was really cumbersome. So all these stages have gone past where we've gotten to a point that we are able to write instructions using plain languages that even a non-technical person can just peep at our source code, or let's say look at our codes and be able to tell that okay, is this thing trying to say maybe accept user input or something that is easy to understand. And that is what we term as a high level programming language. So a language that offers that feature or those sort of features, we say that it falls under the high level programming language. Example of other high level programming languages include the Python, the C Sharp, and the like. All right. Yes. So that is one feature about the Java programming language. Then again, we are saying that Java is also object oriented. Now, this is one concept that tends to scare away most beginners and even some experienced developers too. It's sometimes mind boggling, but it is just a very interesting and simple concept that says that we tend to write our programs that mimics real world entities. So it includes concepts like encapsulation, inheritance. We can talk about polymorphism as well. Now, you shouldn't be swayed away with some of these humongous terms and all that. We are going to touch on them as and when we progress. Okay, so don't be, frightened. All right, great. Now, another feature of the language is what? Portability. So, moment. So we are saying that Java is actually a language that is portable. What does that mean? So when Java was introduced, they marketed it as write once, run anywhere, and that was what actually propelled it. And then programmers started gaining traction towards it and all that operating system. So let's say you used a Windows operating system to write your instructions. That shouldn't be a limitation for it not to be able to run on Linux, or let's say a Macintosh operating system. So there was mechanisms or implementations put in place that will help your computer program that you've written in one environment to be able to run on other platforms as well. So it was portable. It was able to run anywhere like that. So that is the portability aspect of what this language. We are also saying that Java is reliable. Why is it reliable? It offers some robust features like error handling and memory management. And this is one thing that as a programmer or as developers or as engineers, you need to be very particular about error handling, memory management, and all that. You should be particular about them, and that is what is going to set your program apart. And then in terms of efficiency, speed, and all that, you can help your program to basically set your program apart, right? Yeah, so that is that. Now the question is, why would you even decide to choose Java whilst we have so many other programming languages available? So we are saying that Java is platform independent. So Java is actually a technology called Java Virtual Machine, and what it does is which allows the program to be portable, to be able to run anywhere. So it sort of sits at the very layer where it takes your Java code, which is the byte. I would touch on that in the comment slide. It will take those codes and then now be able to convert it into platform or specific codes so that it will be able to run like that. Now, it is because of this technology that we are saying that it is platform independence. It doesn't matter the platform that you are going to run your program on. Because of this JVM, you should be able to run your program on any platform. Is that okay? Great. Now, we are also saying that one reason why you should look at the language is its extensive libraries. So there is actually a rich ecosystem of libraries and frameworks that are available for you to, swim through and navigate and use in your projects. So if you want to do things like mobile app development, there are so many libraries and features or frameworks available for you to look at and then start working on like that. Now, talking about security, it is something that Java prioritizes. So we are saying that it provides robust security features for safe applications. So the more reason why when you go to most industries or look at most industry applications, it is powered by Java. Of course, there are other languages that are underlining some of these enterprise applications, but Java is at the core of most of these systems that we see out there. And that is one other reason why you should look at the language and probably venture into it like that. Let's look at some the language anatomy. So we are saying that Java revolves around these three things. So there is a JDK, that is the Java Development Kit, that provides the tools for you to write your instructions. And then we also have the Java runtime environment. So these are libraries, bytecodes, and verifiers libraries and all that are also included, or let's say available for your program to be able to run successfully. Then the most crucial part is this JVM. So it is this JVM technology that is able to help your program run on any platform. So there is the Java interpreter there is the just-in-time compiler JIT, and there's also the garbage collector in there. There are other features as well, but these are the most crucial ones in this particular layer at the JVM part. So it's just like, I don't know if you've had or you've been able to work using a virtual machine before. So JVM is more or less like a machine within another machine, or a computer within another computer. So when you send your program from a Windows operating system to, let's say, a Macintosh operating system, this JVM is going to act more or less like another computer that is going to be on that Macintosh operating system, running perfectly without any sort of distraction. Yes, and this is the feature that sets Java apart, the JVM. So you need to pay attention to that. So let's look at the processes that a Java program would go through to actually give us a result. So let's look at that. So we are saying that when you write your program, let's say hello.java, this is the source code or the source program, and then there is actually a compiler called the Java, which is going to compile your code into what we call the bytecode, Java bytecode. So it normally tends to dot class. It has the dot class extension. So from hello.java to hello.class, and this bytecode is now taken into into the JVM, which is able to now run on Windows, the Macintosh, and then even the Unix operating system. I hope it makes sense. Yes. So that is how the translation process goes on. You write your source code, which is normally having the .java extension, which is saying that, okay, this is a Java program. Now the computer would not be able to really process this at a go, so it needs to be compiled down. So there is the Java, which is a compiler, which will now act on this source program and convert it into a Java bytecode. And now we are going to have hello.class, and this hello.class, which is Java bytecode, is now going to be seated or pushed to the JVM, which the JVM will now determine the platform which our code is being run and then interpret it as such. So that is how the process actually happens. All right, now let's look at a bit of history about this language itself. Now, it was an internal tool, it was an internal language by the team there. But in 1995, they decided to make it official and release it to public. And then they marketed it as what? Write once, run anywhere. And programmers were like, what language is that I'm able to write one code and is able to run on any environment or any platform? Okay. So it became very, very popular because of this concept. Write once, run anywhere. So that was that. Now in 2010, Oracle company actually acquired a Java language from these people, and they have actually continued to maintain the code, maintain the language, have improved it, and some interesting features have been also added like that. Now when you look at the recent version of Java, a statement like system.out.println has been actually simplified to, you can just say print or println, and it should be able to work. And those are new features that are inculcated in the new version of what the Java programming language. So yes, Oracle is actually doing a great job at that. Let's look at some key milestones. They are saying that in the early 90s, Java was developed at Sun Microsystems, and then in 1995, it was released to the public, and it was actually adopted because of the marketing. The marketing language that says, okay, write once, run anywhere, or platform independent concept. Programmers really adopted it, and then it became so popular, and it was used in web applets, enterprise application, embedded systems, and so on and so forth. So yes, those are a few key milestones when it comes to the Java programming language. Now, it is actually evolving every now and then. Scalability too is also one thing that the language is very good at. Also, enhance security. Every now and then, the Oracle team is actually making sure that the language continue to uphold its security features and all that. So yes, that is that about the growth and evolution. Now let's look at Java's impact. So when it comes to enterprise systems, Java has been used to build so many large enterprise applications. I can't emphasize that. Banking systems, embedded systems, and all that, Java is actually playing a major role in those aspects. When it comes to web applications too, there's no two ways about it. You can use Java to create dynamic web content, and also create server-side programs and all that. Yeah, so that is about the web application. So at a point, you realize that for you to be able to run certain applications within the browser and all that, it was not possible. But at a point, it became possible because of Java, where they created applications like Applet that runs in the browser and all those things like that. So yes, Java has actually impacted a lot. Now talking about mobile apps, at a point, Java was actually the primary language for developing mobile applications. And even now, yes. Just that company Google have decided that Kotlin is now the official language for developing mobile apps because of whatever reasons I can't talk about. You can find out yourself. Yes, but Java is still a key player when it comes to developing mobile applications. Key takeaways: we say that Java is portable. You run Java applications on any platform. You should be able to do that with the help of the JVM. We also say that Java has a rich ecosystem, so you are able to benefit from extensive libraries and support when you are stuck on certain challenges and all that. You should be able to reach out for help, and there's a huge ecosystem to help you out. We're also saying that Java is versatile. So talking about mobile apps, web application, embedded systems, enterprise systems, and all that, you can use Java to build all those applications. Yes, so it remains a powerful and versatile language in modern software development. So these are key things that are available or that we've touched on, and for such reasons, when you decide to learn Java, it is not a waste of time at all. It is still a sought after language. Trust me, if there are systems that needs to be maintained and they were actually written in Java, that means that we still need people to be able to maintain those systems and all that. So yes, it is worth learning. It is worth learning. So those are a few things we want to talk about with regards to the history and the benefits that the Java programming language offers. Yes, so that is it for this one. We're going to end here and continue in the next video. But until then, if this is your first time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also like the video for it to be recommended to other people as well. And get prepared whilst we are gradually moving to a point where we can start writing codes. Yes, so that is it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep coding, keep learning. Let's explore together. Peace.